As Samson grew to manhood, he became steadily stronger and stronger until he was the strongest man in all the land. And it happened that he went down to Timnath and saw there a woman of the Philistines who pleased him. Returning home, he spoke to his father.
Father, I want you to do something for me.
What's that, son?
I've fallen in love with a Philistine woman in Timnath. I want to marry her. Will you help me?
Surely there are any number of attractive girls among our own people, Samson. Why don't you marry an Israelite girl?
I want to marry the girl in Timnath. So come with me and make necessary arrangements with her family.
All right. And I don't like the idea of your marrying a heathen woman.
Arrangements were eventually made for the marriage. As was the custom, Samson and his bride gave a wedding feast, and there were 30 young men among the guests.
Oh, everybody knows you're a very strong fellow, Samson. Let's see if you're also a clever one. Here's a riddle. What tree do we have in our hand?
In our hand?
Yeah.
Why, I don't know.
A palm, of course. Get it? A palm.
All right, now I'll tell you a riddle. And what's more, if any one of you guess it, I'll give every one of you men a new robe. All 30 of you.
Hey, well, what's your riddle? I need a new robe.
Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. Now, what's the answer?
Huh? Oh, that's a very hard riddle, Samson. Very hard.
Though they tried very hard, none of the young men could guess the riddle. And Samson's bride wept and begged him to tell her the answer.
I've been asking you for days, Samson, and still you won't tell me the answer. You don't love me.
Oh, stop crying. I'll tell you. Here, you see, I killed a lion once. And when I passed the carcass sometime later, there was a swarm of bees and honey in it. There's your answer. A lion's carcass.
And Samson's bride told the young men the answer, and they gave it to him. Then Samson grew very angry, and he slew 30 Philistines and gave their clothes to the young men. Still furious, he left his bride and went back to his parents' home. But when his anger had cooled, Samson returned to Timnath.
Hello? Hello, anyone home?
Oh, Samson, it's you.
Where's my wife?
Why, well, my daughter isn't here.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like this, you see. She married someone else.
Someone else?
Now, why don't you marry my younger daughter? She's much prettier.
Keep your daughters. You'll be sorry for this, all you treacherous Philistines.
I'd like to have seen Samson's face when you told him I married his wife while he was away.
He looked terribly angry. I'm afraid he'll do us all a great mischief.
Yeah, that stupid oaf. All brawn and no brain. What harm can he do us?
Father!
Oh, what is it, my child?
Our cornfield is on fire! Come quickly!
Oh, no! Oh, no! All our corn's on fire. Just look at the blaze. Oh, I'm ruined.
You're not the only one. My fields are on fire, too.
Oh, and look there! In our neighbor's field, there's a line of fire moving right through it. Oh.
There's another field going up in smoke.
Samson's doing, that's what this is.
The fires were indeed Samson's doing. He had caught 300 foxes and tied them tail to tail, with firebrands between their tails, and had set them running through the fields of the Philistines, destroying corn and vines and olive trees all around.
Why, Samson, what are you doing here? I thought you had gone back to your wife in Timnath.
They tricked me, Father. They stole my wife from me. But I got even with them. I burnt down all their cornfields and their vineyards and olive groves.
Oh, I knew no good would come of your marrying a Philistine woman. But what will the Philistines do to you? You must hide. They're bound to come looking for you here.
Let them come. I'm not afraid of the Philistines.
They will come and kill you. For my sake and your mother's. Go and hide.
Then 3,000 men of the tribe of Judah gathered together and surrounded Samson on the top of the rock Etam, where he had gone to hide.
Samson! Samson!
What do you want?
We have come to hand you over to the Philistines. They are rulers over us. They will take their revenge on us because of what you have done. We must deliver you into their hands.
Swear to me that you yourselves will not harm me.
I swear we will not harm you.
Then come up and take me.
But when they delivered Samson into the hand of the Philistines, the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him. He found the jawbone of an ass, and he slew 1,000 Philistines therewith. And the Israelites made him their judge, and he judged Israel in the days of the Philistines for 20 years.